So Shane, we just saw you in the wolf pen, and you had a little bit of an interesting experience. Can you describe when you walked in and what happened?
Well, it was pretty cool at first. Got a little intense.
How did it get intense?
Well, he kind of came at me a little bit, so that was.
How did that feel? Or what were your thoughts?
It definitely brought my primal instinct out. Reaction, like stop him. I don't know, just.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you can think about that you've had, well, not a similar experience, but a similar feeling to that experience?
I don't know that I've ever had anything quite that intense. That was pretty wild. Big giant wild animal coming at you.
Yeah. I could see when it first happened and you got out of there, your eyes were wide and you didn't look scared, but you looked like you had just like bungee jumped or flew through out of an airplane with it. It was just like something just
right.
Describe. Yeah. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but just
no, it was
touch on that.
Definitely like that. I mean, he would at any moment could have just took my throat out. So,
but he didn't.
He didn't. He did not. So that was pretty cool.
And can you tell us, whatever you feel comfortable with, a little bit of your story?
I was a heroin addict for a long time.
How many years?
I started using when I was 13, and I've been sober for at least 4 years now. So.
And you're how old?
27.
Mm-hmm. And how did it start? Was it like pharmaceutical companies that got you on, or doctors, or
my uncle was dying of cancer. There was OxyContin around, and
yeah,
I was introduced to that. Right.
That's how a lot of people's stories start. Are you said are you still on anything now? Just
methadone.
Methadone, which you're trying to get off of?
Get off of, yes.
Yeah. Do you feel that dealing with the wolves, and we also had a little hypnotherapy session, maybe the wolves first and then the therapy, do you feel like that might be a good combination to jerk somebody out of their routine, as far as like, or just tell me about what you think that might do to a person addicted to drugs, brain or mind?
Definitely would probably get you thinking about, life and if you wanted to really live, because at that moment you could die. So.
At the wolves or the heroin?
Either way, yeah.
But you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but correct me if I'm wrong. Or what is
just being in an experience like that, it definitely might.
Saw your life flash by.
Right, yeah. So, I think that would probably be enough to wake anybody up, hopefully.
And then what happens if, like, with your drug somebody's brain's saturated or affected in certain brain modules by drugs? What do you think that wake up could do for them, if anything?
Well, I mean, the end result is to be completely clean and sober. So, hopefully, assist them in getting closer to that.
But as far as like the jolt and the shock of, you said you were like almost afraid for your life, like was that would that sort of wake up a part where that sort of flatlined, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. lost on that one.
It's okay. And the last question is, we had a little hypnotherapy session. Do you have any thoughts or feelings or feedback on that?
Well, I still tell myself on the daily that drugs change who you are as a person. That's something that kind of we touched on that day, and I use it every day still. So
right.
It
hasn't changed. You haven't been off, so you don't know if you can. It's changed you thus far because you're still on it.
Yes. Yeah.
How was the hypnosis? How did you feel during and after?
Very, very relaxed and almost euphoric during and after. Just.
How was that? How was like the day after the hypnosis, or like the day of, like after you left?
It was very relaxed. I just wanted to go home, and I don't know. It kind of took a lot out of me.
Yeah.
But it was in a good way. So,
how?
I don't know. It just felt like I got something out.
Good. So. Well, thank you so much for everything, and I
Thank
want you to tell people your claim to fame in Indiana.
My claim to fame?
Yes.
What's that?
That you did or possibly still hold Indiana's...
Oh, the state record for the flag competition in equestrian?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal in Indiana, Western competitions now.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So can you tell me about how when you first got there and opened up the gate and did your thing, and then the announcer said there was take it from there.
He said that that was the time to beat, and the new state record, it was 7 seconds flat. So you're a man of many talents, and I see that just took a little fall, but getting back up, right? And do you have any advice for anybody that's going through possibly what you've been through or have gone through? It does get better. If you can just wait it out and, you know, get up and do something, and it does get better.
Thank you.
Yeah.